Hi, I'm Rabbi Iggy from the Tshuva Center. We are a spiritual recovery community. Today I want to talk about a tool that we've come up with to help us with journaling. You may say to yourself, journaling is hokey, I don't understand, it's for 12-year-old girls to talk about their feelings. But journaling has been proven to be a very effective tool in recovery and an emotionally stable life. It's been proven to help anxiety and stress. And in spiritual work, it is an essential tool to check in, to find out how we're doing, to set goals, to keep ourselves accountable, and to allow ourselves to take an action towards a better, more stable, more meaningful life. Journaling can be daunting. How to start? What do I write? When do I do it? For that, we've created this tool. We've created a tool for you that allows you to ask yourself questions and pray and meditate with this tool in the evening and in the morning. It's going to take just a few minutes. It's not very elaborate. But this tool will ask you questions, the same questions every day, that we encourage you to fill out every day so that you may be able to check in with yourself, to understand how your day is, to understand how to make the day better, to find out the values that drive you, and also to ask yourself, how do I make my life better? It is an action. It is something that you do. And not only will it give you insight as to why you do the things you do and how to do better, but it would also give you self-worth. The ability to decide that I am going to write about myself, to ask myself questions, to keep myself accountable, to challenge myself, together with the meditation and the prayers that's offered in this tool, will make you feel like you matter. Why? Because you do. It will make you feel that you have consequence. It will make you feel validated from within because you are taking an action to have a better life. So instead of wondering, what do I need to do? How do I do it? We've created this tool for you. If you have any questions throughout the process, feel free to email us at tshuvacenter.org. But we encourage you to take this tool and try it out. Commit to doing it for a week or 2 or 3 and see how it will in fact improve your life. It will in fact help you. Let me take you through it and show you how to fill this tool and how to use it to have a more meaningful life and a stronger recovery. The journaling tool, which we refer to fondly as the star, the sun, is designed to help take away the edge of what am I gonna write about, what is journaling, how do I do this, how do I start. It's designed to walk you through it. It allows you to answer the questions easily, quickly, without thinking too much, without overanalyzing. The tool is designed for us to be able to use it on a daily basis so that we can reflect and create a practice. Not only is journaling good for us, thinking about what goes on inside, dealing with what goes on inside with us, and helping our recovery, but it is also a great tool to create a new practice, a new ritual, allowing us to create space for something in our life that is important. And by doing so, it allows us to say that I'm important. I deserve this tool. I deserve to feel better. How I feel matters. How I get better matters. My recovery matters. I matter very much. If we're doing this on a daily basis, we are creating a space that says and reinforces, I can get better. I can actually reflect on what I do. I can take responsibility when I do things that I shouldn't. I can set goals for myself that I can meet, and I can look at the values of my life. When you use the tool like that, you will find very quickly that it will allow you a lot more reflection and a lot of more tranquility, equanimity. You'll go to sleep better and you'll wake up better, which is always very challenging for people in recovery. So how do you fill these sheets out? Once you've downloaded the sheet from tshuvacenter.org, you will see that the sheets is divided into 2 sections, night and day. We start with the night because that's when the day really starts, according to our tradition. We also start with the night because it gives us a good chance to relax, sit before we go to bed, and start our reflection so that we can also have a good amount of sleep hygiene. When we get to the sheet for the night, we are faced with a couple questions. The first question is, what 3 amazing things you've done today? Could be 1, could be 3, could be more. But I want you to reflect on your day and think about amazing things. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be grandiose or dramatic. But 3 things today, they were amazing. 3 things you can look at your day and say to yourself, that was pretty cool. The next question is, how could I have made today better? What would have made today better? What could you have done to make today better? What the day could have been better that has nothing to do with you? But think about ways to look at your day and how it could be better. This will be essential when we set goals for the next days. When you're able to understand what would have made today better, you're well on your way to find ways to actually make it better. Then the question is, what will my highest self say to me today about this day? Think about your highest self, the best version of yourself, the most intelligent, articulate, most caring for the self, your highest self. What would it say to you about today? If a friend of yours was talking about today and you're really trying to be present for them, what would they say about this day? Just say it to yourself. Those are the questions we do at night to focus us. Those are the questions we use to really check in with ourselves and to understand what we can produce in ourselves for gratitude, for reflection, and to give your highest self a voice. Next come 2 prayers. One that I have adapted from the prayers that precede the Shema and then the Shema. The prayer that precedes the Shema that we've adapted comes from our tradition, but we've changed it a little bit to not offer forgiveness for others, but to offer forgiveness for ourselves. By doing so, we can then also forgive others. There's great research about this. And one of the fascinating things of the research done recently at Harvard is that if you want to sleep better, you have to forgive somebody. So we've been doing this for thousands of years. The prayer goes like this. Master of the universe, I hereby forgive myself for my anger or vexation, from when I sinned against myself, either physically or financially, against my honor or anything else that is mine, whether accidentally or intentionally, inadvertently or deliberately, by speech or by deed. May no person be punished on my account. May it be your will, God and God of my ancestors, that I shall miss the mark no more, nor repeat my wrongs, neither shall I do what is wrong. The mistakes I have committed, erase in your abounding mercies, but not through suffering or severe illness. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable before you, my community, my strength, and my Redeemer. Amen. And then, just before we go to bed, after we have forgiven ourselves, which is very hard to do, try and forgiving somebody else for exactly the same things. And just before you go to sleep, we say the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear Israel, thy Lord thy God, thy Lord is one. And then you go to bed. Traditionally, you're not allowed to speak until you wake up the next morning to say the Modeh Ani, which is how the sheet in the morning starts. The other part of the journaling sheet is the morning part. It starts traditionally with the first thing that we do when we wake up in the morning, which is give thanks, gratitude. מודה אני לפניך, מלך חי וקיים, שחזרת בי נשמתי בחמלה, בחמלה, רבה אמונתך. I thank you, living and enduring sovereign, for you have graciously returned my soul within me. Great is your faithfulness. In our tradition, our soul leaves our body at night and comes back in the morning when we wake up. We've been given another day. We've been given another chance. We've been given another opportunity to do something today, to be better today, even if it's just a little bit better than yesterday. When we wake up with gratitude, when we practice gratitude, we allow ourselves to say, what good shall I do today? The journaling asks exactly these questions. The first part of the journaling is, what are my 3 goals today? Remember how we wrote yesterday or the day before, what will make today better? What are the goals for today? What are 3 goals you want to have achieved today? Again, they don't have to be very big. They could be small things. Answer my emails. Go through my mail. Call my mother. Call your mother. Call your mother. Call a friend. Reach out. Ask for help. Finish your deadlines. Whatever it is. Eat better. Doesn't matter. Go for a walk. Then we want to ask ourselves, what am I grateful for? What would make today a great day? How can I make sure that today is a great day? How can I make sure that I'm grateful at the end of the day? What can I do personally to make today great? Is it, again, finishing a deadline? Is it doing something you haven't done before? Is it maybe doing something that you like but didn't give yourself permission to do? For some of us it is going for a walk, taking a long lunch break, or writing something, or reading something, or maybe having your favorite dessert, or maybe calling your favorite person. Maybe it is picking a flower for yourself, for your bedroom. Whatever it is, what will make today great? Start small, and if there are things that are much bigger, feel free to write those as well. Then I want you to focus on 3 values for today. What are the values you want to focus on today? Is it compassion? Is it kindness? Is it assertiveness? Is it putting up boundaries? Is it health? What are the values that will help you today think about the decisions that you have to make? If your value is health, how are you going to honor that value? Are you going to go for a walk, for a run? Are you going to go to the gym? Are you going to eat better? If the value is compassion, how are you going to talk to your coworkers or to your family members? If the value is kindness, who can you call to help them, to reach out? Whatever the value is, you have to honor that value. Sometimes that value is sustainability. I want to make money today. I'm going to focus on my job to be a great worker so I can earn my paycheck, or even invest, or have money in the bank that I wouldn't have before. Those are the values, and that's how you honor them. And then lastly, the question I asked at the beginning, what good shall I do today? Coming from Benjamin Franklin, he asked himself that question every single day. What good shall you do today? That's the last part of the day journaling. See you in the evening.